All right. Let's do I even have a 410 sprint? Pretty sure I do, right? Yeah, I was just racing these the other day. Yes, I do. All right. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're going to do the King's Royal. I'm going to give myself 3A feature chances. The reason why I give myself 3A feature chances is because anybody who's ever clicked on this game knows that if you run with the full wheel contact, which we are going to do today, you're probably going to get red because the AI on here is just horrible. We are going to run a custom setup. We're going to set the difficulty up to a 104. So we're going to make it a little difficult on us. So we're going to run a 60 lapper at Eldora. Remember, this is just a quick put together game that they made. They didn't put a whole bunch of effort into this at all. So we run what we can with the teeny tiny little effort that they put into it. So let's go to race settings. Custom difficulty, we are going to run it at a 104. Race length, we got to go to a 120. We are going to run the strict cautions. Wheel-to-wheel contact, cranking that up to 100. Very dumb to do because the AI is so horrible on this. We are going to be running a, see, no assist or none of that bullshit. And everything pretty much right down the middle. Let's see here. We're going to go put that to a 50. Qualified difficulty, we'll put that at normal. Put a couple cars in the practice. But, tear-offs, I don't run that. Those are just dumb. Can't stand them. Dynamic truck on. And car shake effect, because of my vertigo, I can't run that. Messes me up. All right, we're good to go. All right, so like I said, 3 chances to try to win the A feature. The reason why it's a 3 chances is because there's going to be some AI that's going to just wreck the living shit out of us. This is my custom setup. Normally for a sprint, you soften up the left side a little bit more. We've all watched it. Anybody's a sprint car fan, but this is a video game, and in video game land, you just can't run realistic. So this is my setup, and maybe it'll work for you, maybe it won't. You can mess with it a little bit. It's a pretty decent setup. Gonna go in, practice a little bit. Congratulations to Anthony Macri on his win last night. Back to back, my boy Rico bringing it in second. I need to adjust this a little bit. There we go. I really wish that you had to run the high side along with the low side. One of the million things that are shitty about this game is that almost every single track has a single group for fast. And when you're just bottom feeding constantly, it makes it so freaking boring. There's a pretty good lap. Got the tires warmed up. Yeah, that's what. Whoa! Wrong button. Yeah, it's one thing that I absolutely cannot stand about this game is that every time you go to the same track, it's the fast lane every time. Like Eldora, every time you come here for the sprints, it's going to be the fast lane. It's the low side, and it's like it never freaking changes, and it sucks. And from what I could tell, there is no new game in the future, so we got what we got. It is what it is. See if we can get a decent qualify, 11.526. Try to qualify the top 15 here, go to the high side, get it wound up. 11.8. Like we're probably going to be probably about 15, 10, 15, 12. So, not great, not horrible. We got the full shots. All right. Car didn't feel that bad. All right, top two make it to the hold ass. One thing about the AI on this, they're fast on the high side, they're fast on the low side. Remember, video games nowadays are made so that way people that suck can have fun. They don't make them realistic. It is what it is, I guess. He's going to come up into me also. Anyway, we're going to have some work to do. Some APG times. We are not going to make it into the full bad. The AI came up into me. Came down into me. Man, we might catch Coastwood here. Come on. I want to watch this. I want to see if that wreck was my fault or if Coldplay got me. Yeah, he turned and I didn't feel like running that line. Is what it is. It's a shit game. Alright, here we go. 3 chances to try to win this. Put that wing all the way back and let's fucking let her rip. That is why I don't run wheel-to-wheel contact. The AI, they run their own line whether you're there or not. Damn it! You cannot do wheel-to-wheel contact in any of the open wheels because you could be running a perfect line and the AI is always gonna, it's like you're not even there. They just keep running their same line. They don't adjust. Total horse shit. That one was my fault. So hard to get anything going when you got the wheel-to-wheel contact on. Like I said, they're so finicky. Timber get ahead of me. See what I mean? You just cannot run wheel-to-wheel contact on this game because the AI, they just do not adjust their line. You would think iRacing would at least try to make a half-ass decent game. You'd think they would put just a little effort into it, but they don't. At least we're not running damage. Give us a little bit of a shot here. I'd already done using my 3 chances if I had damage on. We are not even halfway there yet, people. Three wide. Timber keeps on trying to push it underneath me. We're 3 wide. I'm on the bottom. This ain't good. Let him go. Try to get down to the bottom. Oh, we got one slip in, and good thing that car came out when it did. Whew. Damn it, the cash. Alright, up to 7. See what happens here. They're going to run. They're going to hit. About for sure hot and still and gravel. They're going to run. Oh, is that Selzy? Yep, Selzy. Shit, from my side. Man, we're on the 4th. Definitely more cautions than there was last night. Who was that? Oh, that was Shoehart, but he's starting third. Cash, go. 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 I'll get to you here in a second, big guy. A minute, big guy. Damn it. Trying to get it wound up on the high side. Try to get it around too hard. Probably going to be at least one more caution here. Unless it's a caution, I'm thinking fourth is what we're going to get here. Nope. Alright, so fourth place for our first attempt. We still got 2 more to go. Let's restart this. Back here as well. Stay up here, stay out of trouble, let the field spread out a little bit. Oh, they're getting together. Is that gravel? We stay great? No, we do not stay great. We're 12 to 6. I mean, we're halfway there. We got a lot of race though. Couldn't hear him. Couldn't hear him. Great audio. Great audio. Couldn't hear him. I thought there was somebody down there, but I mean, if there was any realism to this game, my left headphone would have been screaming at me. That was a shitty start. That was weird. stop. Running, keep cutting in front of me, Baylog. You're going around. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'll give you one or two, but definitely not gonna let an AI fucking pull that shit on me. Four wide, four wide, four wide. I don't know. Probably my fault. It's alright, we got plenty of race left. Shit. Can't get past fourth. Fourth is like the highest I can get here. Trying everything I can, I just can't get past fourth. Do anything with them. I'm running right now is as fast as I'm going to be able to run. That gravel's gaining on me. Oh, shit. See what I mean by the AI is horrible on here? It's alright, didn't lose this spot at least. Hopefully gravel's fucked up, now we either go back. Oh, I got to the inside wall, I pulled a Hoffman. I don't have any for stock. That gravel moving down my back. Side. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. I thought we were going flipping there, to be honest with you. I just don't have enough bar. I'm not good enough at setting up a sprint car on this game to know what I can do different. win. This is a stock wreck. The only way. And I keep it out of the wall. Fuck gravel. I can't stand that fucker. Hey, big guy. Oh, the Tito got over my left and right rear. We pull the slider. Oh, still we pull it off. One to go. Oh my gosh, no way. Come on. No fucking way. No fucking way. No. Oh my god. Woo. Oh my gosh. We gotta go back and watch the winning move again. No way. Restart third. Casino over my right rear. Shot to the high side. I'm like, fuck it, let's go for the slider. Tito came down. I may have came up a little bit. Huge slider. I mean, that was a good slide. That was a good, clean slide. Let's watch it from up high. Oh, hell yeah. That was freaking awesome. You know, this is what we're going to do. I need to take the dogs out. He's sending up some signals here, so I'm going to be right back. And we are going to run... We're going to run a silver dollar, but it needs to be a track similar to what they ran last night at Harlan. So I'm going to give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. I need to take the dog out because he needs to poo. And then I am going to run a silver dollar run in the late models. So I will be back in 5 minutes. I see that there's people watching. Comment down below what track would be good. How big is Harlan? I know it's not actually called Harlan. I'm freaking living because I cannot believe I just won that race. Shelby County. How big is Shelby County Speedway? It's not going to say. 1/3 mile. Okay. So, a 1/3 mile. Who sits? 555. Kern. Kern is kind of like it. Need one that's kind of realistic looking to it, though. Even if it's fantasy track. It is what it is. I mean, this is a shit game. No, Baxterville's too high banked. Is there really a third mile? It looked a lot different than a third mile. Jacobs might be the closest to it. Kenyon is pretty. I think I'm going to go Kenyon. Yeah, I'm going to go Kenyon. So let me take the dog out real quick, and then we're going to go to Kenyon. Kenyon's probably the closest on here that I could think of. Really, North is the third mile on here? I hate that fucking track. We go to my home track. I mean, that would make sense. Shelby, I mean, I know Shelby County's over in Iowa, but it's close. You know, we're going to do that. We're going to go straight river. Oh, shit. That was an 80 lap. Was it an 80 lapper last night? We're not going to do 120 laps. We're going to take it down to the 60. All right. I will be right back, y'all. And we'll do the silver dollar. All right, yeah, you go find it, guys. You need to go find it. Come on. Okay, I do not even have a custom setup on here for this, I don't think. Oops. Damn it. I do not. Where are we? Okay, straight river. So, just throw something on here real quick. Let's see how it acts. Remember, you have to run the low side here. Love driving off the right rear. We're going to definitely be driving off the right side. I always run a higher front brake bias. So I like the ass end coming around if I have to hit the brakes. Cross weight. We'll put it at a 52. See what that does. Won't adjust that until we get to the pull dash. If we make it to the pull dash. So your J-bar heights. You want to leave them about right there until you get further into the night. Confirm setup. All right, let's see what we got here. Feels pretty good. Sorry, y'all. I got to adjust the boys. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. It could definitely use a little more rotation. See that? Just disqualified here. Now, that was way too much rotation. Too far, it was leaning too far over. Cheers. We're definitely leaning way too far over. Let's try that. Need to make sure we try to get into the qualifier. On the full dash here. got a good run there. We got a better one. Very fast coming off the corner. Oh, that was close. So we're good coming off the corner. Just need a little more rotation going in. But the track's going to dry up a little bit. Oops. Okay, that's all the way up. Let's see where that does. That might help. I don't know. In case you're wondering why I'm not running up to the high side, because you can't run the high side here and be competitive. It's fun, but if you go to the high side, you're going to lose a lot of time. Justin's running on my ass, so if I try to go up there just to show you, you'll feel like you see what I'm talking about. I'd lose at least a tenth to a tenth and a half. I'm good with third right now. Good start position. Got it pretty well dialed in. Super fast coming off the corner. Feels good going into the one and into three. Come 8 feet of time, we'll have something. Depends on how fast we hit lap traffic and where lap traffic's running. I think good to go. Watch this replay here. Went from last row to third pretty quick. Nice I can hooked up coming off corner. Had to really throw it in to keep it off of Madden. But, yeah, feels good. I think we got something here. Just keep it the way it is. Out of the middle, you dummy. I fucked up that start. But I got a lot of race left. The car is good. The car is real good. back up to the beginning again. Oh, I thought we were doing a head-on there. Let me down last night, B-Step. I had you picked for the win. Pace starting on the high side. Anybody just tuning in, just so you know, we already won our King's Royal. Did a King's Royal race. I gave myself 3 opportunities, came in 4th, then got the win on a green-white checkered. So now doing a kind of a version of the silver dollars. So little stuff for fun before I get my day started on house chores. Well, excuse the shit out of me, Larson. Fucking doucher. I think I heard him reckon. Starting right behind Goose! Start behind the smooth bulldozer. Well, guess what, Mr. Bulldozer? You're about to get bulldozed. If there's anybody but Pierce, I wouldn't have done that. May have cost me. Herb got underneath me. And this is why you don't run up on the high side on this game. On this track. They will eat you alive on the bottom. way below that white line. Go, worm, go. That was me. We need a Hellraiser gas caution. Oh, and we're gonna get it. Like Unzicker and who else was that? I don't know who that was. Colton Splinter here in the top 5, running fourth. Go, boy. How y'all like that slider put Pierce back? See, Pierce, that's how you pull a slider. You don't have to destroy every single person that you put a slider on. How about that? I can pull a slider better than Pierce. Fucking dude. Pierce and Gustin back there getting it on a good battle. Come on, Gustin. Come on, Reaver. Oh, did you see that? I think Pierce just wrecked Herb. The game is realistic. How about that? We're going to go back after this race. Hopefully I can remember. We're going to go back and we're going to see. We'll watch the rear camera, the rear facing camera. I got way too low there. Dave Dillard, Mr. Royd Rays behind us. Hear it digging, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just heard the second man already. Man, the thing is hooked up coming off the corners. The entry definitely needs work. Like coming off the corners, this thing is just freaking lightning bolt. Fuck you, Pierce. Ain't happening, bitch. Fuck yeah. Tip number 1, we got it. Okay, I need to go back. I need to see if Pierce really did wreck him. What was that on? Like lap 60s? The last restart. Okay. So let's look at the back camera view. All right, there's Pierce on the outside. There's Herb right behind. Look at that! He did pull a dirty slider, just like in real life. The game is realistic. How about that? Hey, we won. So it took us 2 tries to win the King's Royal. I mean, when you run 100% full wheel contact with any open wheel car on this game, it is a motherfucker, dude. And then on our very first try there, Straight River, trying to recreate the Silver Dollar. It's the closest track I could find to Harlan. I don't know. There might be a better one on here to recreate. It's a 3rd mile. I don't know. But anyways, we on our very first try, and you can see on the quick race settings, we've got the custom difficulty at 104. I mean, you can see what we're doing here. Driving, obviously, no assist, and the AI, there's the AI, and everything's straight down the middle. A lot of people ask me, what do I got my settings on? This is it. I don't do anything special, y'all. I get a lot of messages. Look at that. I have everything right down the middle. Too many people go in and they're like, "Oh, what are your settings? What's your setting this? What's your settings that?" Maybe if I did mess with my settings, I'd be even a little bit faster, a little bit better. But here's the thing, y'all. I have a property that I take care of. I own a house with my wife. I have a full-time job. I ain't got time for this shit. So to all the people messaging me, and they always asking, "Hey, what are your settings at?" And I tell them I don't touch it. I really don't mess with it much at all. There you go. There's your proof right there. I really don't mess around a lot. I have a Thrustmaster T248, which I have done a couple things on here, but it really doesn't affect the car. It's more for my comfortability on how much I rotate, really. It doesn't really do anything as far as this goes. With doing NASCAR races, long NASCAR races, I have to be comfortable. So, there you go. There's my settings. There is nothing special to it. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. That's it. So, hey, anybody who watched, I appreciate what time we got. It's 8:20. I need to get ready to go. I'm going to be doing a unboxing of a Bauer Weed Eater. My steel took a crap on me. Gonna get rid of it, so I'm getting rid of that. I'm sick and tired of messing with that thing. I've been messing with it for 2 years now. I had that thing for like 3 years, and it's been nothing but junk. Which is weird, because usually steel is an amazing brand, but just like anything else anymore, they're made to break. So, I mean, 8:20, I might have time for one. You know what? Should we do one more race? Should we do a 60 lapper at Eldora? Let's do a 60 lapper at Eldora. It's only 8:20. I got time to do another race. We're going to do a 60 lapper at Eldora. Here's the thing. I'm not going to qualify. We're just going to go right into the heat race, and I'm going to try to make sure that I don't make it to the qualifying dash. Which means, sorry, I got to adjust the boys, y'all. Which means we're going to be starting towards the back. So let's see what happens here. I got a pretty decent setup here. I'll show it to you before we go into the A main. feel right. Something does not feel right. Something didn't feel right with that. Didn't feel like I had my custom setup on. Yeah, something didn't feel right there. No. Starting at 12, let's see what happens. That's better. This goes a lot better now. Almost pulled a Pierce. May have been too much stagger in it. Not getting much coming off the corner. Not nearly as much as I need. Not nearly enough pull. Way too sideways come off the corners yet. Let's figure something out here. Oh! Pick a lane, Bronson. Oh, they're wrecking up there. You see Hoffman? That dude was 10 feet in the fucking air. I know why it didn't feel right. What's wrong? I was messing around the custom setup last time I played and I tried to make a low size setup. That's why this is so far off. I forgot I did that and I never set my setup back. didn't know you're down there, Irv. Sorry. You know, the amazing, great audio of this game. Maybe I'll find it amazing that here we are, 2026, and the quality of games keeps going down, and the price keeps going up. Bulldozer is gone. Man, I wish I would have remembered that I messed this setup. Miami Dude, seen a pretty cool article on Miami Games earlier this week. Where that Windows schedule, similar time as grandkids. Definitely respect that. That's pretty cool. I need a caution. But I need a caution. I don't want to be the caution. I wasn't expecting unsicker to go low like that, and then that just sparked off one thing after another, and here we are. That was a little stuff on my part, wasn't it? Fuck out my way, Smokey. No! Whoops, baby. Pick a fucking line, dude. Welcome back to the conversation, Bronson. That was a crazy couple of laps, wasn't it? I do not have the setup to win. Like I said, I was messing around about a week ago on here, seeing if I could get a setup to run the low line. By the way, you can't. I worked on it for like an hour. I forgot to set it back. It's just put the same guy out. But the game fucks the player over so bad that at this point I don't give a shit. Alright, the game is just so fucking horrible. I mean, it's got its good points, but like they could be fast on the bottom and on the high side, but the player's only fast on the high side here. There is no run in the middle. There is no running down low. You have to run the high side, where the AI, they can run the high, the middle, the low, and run the same exact lap time. So you do what you gotta do to try to get the win on here. If I had my old setup on here, I think I'd probably cruising out in the lead for sure. But Pierce ain't winning, so that's a plus. Because, well, fuck Pierce. Watch how far Justin's going to pull away from me here. 2, 3, 4, 4/10. He pulled away up from me because I had to go to the low side. Bobby Pierce trying to pass man back there. Let's see if he pulls a chip slider. Wow, that lag. See, I told you it's a shit game. For a second. I thought I could really smash the wall here without costing. Sometimes that works. It worked! Oh my gosh! I'm gonna get a green light checker. It worked. Well, you know, Madden, he's gonna take off like a rocket too. You're throwing the high side on this game. You're just plain old. Woo-hoo. Hey, I play the game like the game plays the player, right? Let's see just how filthy and dirty that really was. It was dirty. I know it was, but you know what? I just pulled the Bobby Bears and the game fucks the player over nonstop. Like I said, the AI is fast on the bottom just as they are on top, and the player doesn't have a chance in hell at doing that. Dive down to the bottom, let it slide up. He gets into me. In all fairness, he did slide into me too. So, I mean, if you watch, sucks you can't do slow motion. That would make too much sense. I get into him, he gets sideways. He does hit me. Did he flip? I mean, when it comes down to it, we were beating and banging for that win. But when it comes to a shit game like this, you do what you gotta do. Now, obviously, if this was a league race or something, that never would have happened, but I reaped the reaper. Time is it? Alright, I got shit I gotta go do. I gotta run to Harbor Freight. Need to get a few things. Got some stuff to do around the house. So, hey, if y'all stopped by, seeing that I had a pretty good following for me today, I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You know, all that other shit. That was probably the shittiest win I think I've ever pulled off. But got the win. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all take care as always. Jesus lives. Be good to each other, because millions and millions and millions of people wish they had your problems. Be thankful for what you have. Until next time. See you guys later.